Just like my last video, today we're going to look forward to next year in 2021, and this year we're going to look at the ship deployments for Royal Caribbean and what ships are going where. Welcome back to another video. If you are new to this channel, my name is Brandon, and if you like cruise news, cruise vlogs, and ship tours, make sure you click that subscribe button down below and ding the notification bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. So as I said, with all that's going on right now, let's just look at the better times and what we can look forward to whenever all this is done. Let's look forward to 2021 and see what ships in the Royal Caribbean fleet are going where and what kind of itineraries they'll be doing. So I'm going to work my way through by each ship, starting with the Oasis class, working all the way down to Empress of the Seas. First on our list, we have another world's largest cruise ship coming out next year. We have the 5th Oasis class ship, Wonder of the Seas, bringing in an entirely new revolutionized design for the Oasis class and weighing in at 230,000 tons. Like I said, she's going to look a lot different than any of the other Oasis class ships. It's basically just a new design, kind of like a refresh design almost. So Wonder of the Seas is set to sail from China, calling Shanghai home. No official itineraries have been released yet. All they have said is she's going to be sailing from China. I could probably guess the current situation going on in the world is probably why they have not released any itineraries yet. I am pretty sure they were supposed to do that a while ago. So maybe in the future we can get some official itineraries for Wonder of the Seas and see what kind of cruises she'll be doing from there. Next on our list, we have Symphony of the Seas. We'll just continue her normal 7-day Eastern and Western Caribbean cruises from Miami. Harmony of the Seas will be next on our list. She'll begin in 2021 in Port Canaveral, Florida, doing her usual 7-night cruises from Port Canaveral, and in April she'll do a 12-night transatlantic over to Barcelona, where she'll most likely go into a dry dock for a brief amount of time. This is mainly just a maintenance dry dock. She's not receiving any sort of amplification. And it's really just a maintenance dry dock because every 5 years ships are required to go into dry dock for maintenance. After her dry dock, she will spend some time in Barcelona and Rome for the summer. And then after that, she'll return over to Port Canaveral for the fall and winter seasons. Up next, we have Allure of the Seas. Originally, she was supposed to receive the Royal Amplification this year, actually right now. But due to the current global situation and the current situation the cruise lines are all in, that has now been postponed. A lot of things are saying that she's going to receive that amplification next year in 2021. But as of right now, this is her current schedule, and that dry dock is not worked into this yet. So some of this may change in the future. So as of April 13th of 2020, she'll begin 2021 in Miami, making 7-night sailings like her sister Symphony. In the summer, she'll reposition over to Port Canaveral to replace Harmony while she's away in Europe. And then after the summer, she's supposed to head over to Galveston, Texas. To be the first Oasis-class ship over in Galveston, and Royal Caribbean is set to complete a new terminal in Galveston to make that possible. But this has also been put on hold because of the current situation, so that could potentially change if something happens and the current terminal that they are using in Galveston cannot hold Allure. We'll see some news on that, I'm sure, in the future. As of right now, she will still spend the winter of 2021 in Galveston. Next up, we have Oasis of the Seas. She'll begin 2021 in Port Everglades, making 7-night cruises, and then we'll move up to Cape Liberty, New Jersey, making 5 to 9-night cruises. She is currently set to do that this year in New Jersey, but with the current situation, who knows how that's going to work out. But whenever the restart is supposed to happen, she will begin her first sailing as of right now from New Jersey. So she'll just be doing the same thing as she's supposed to do this year. She'll be doing that next year as well in 2021. Moving into the Quantum class, we have the all-new Odyssey of the Seas that is set to launch this November. Odyssey will sail from Port Everglades, doing 6, 7, and 8-night cruises, and then head over to Europe for weekly cruises from Rome and over to Greece for the summer season, and then we'll head back over to Port Everglades for the winter. Spectrum is going to continue her Asia cruises and make 4 to 8-night cruises from China. Ovation will make 5 to 13-night cruises from Sydney, Australia during the spring and make her way over to Alaska for the summer in Seattle. Anthem will begin 2021 in New Jersey like she was supposed to this year, and will spend her summer up in Southampton doing Baltic and Northern European cruises. She's supposed to do this year as well in 2020, which is why Oasis is supposed to head up to New Jersey this year as well. But then after her summer over in Europe, she will make her way back to New Jersey. Next on our list, we have Quantum. She's going to have a pretty exciting year in 2021. She's going to start out the year in Singapore and then make her way over to Alaska to join her sister Ovation. I have an entire video talking about how she's going to make her way over to Alaska for the summer and what she's going to be doing over there, so I will link that in one of the cards at the end of the video. It doesn't show if she's going to return to Asia or not in the fall, so we'll just have to wait and see what's going to happen with that. Next, we're going to move on to the Freedom class. Starting out with the Independence, we're going to have Independence spend most of the time in Port Everglades as usual, and then she's actually going to move up to Port Canaveral in November. She'll be joining Mariner and Harmony of the Seas, and she will be doing 3 and 4 night cruises. Liberty of the Seas is up next. She will stay in Galveston until the winter of 2021 and make her way over to Miami, doing 3 and 4 night cruises from there. Freedom is going to start and finish 2021 in San Juan, but will spend the summer up in New York and New Jersey, doing 4, 5, and 7 night cruises. Into the Voyager class, we have Mariner of the Seas will remain as normal in Port Canaveral, but whenever Independence arrives, she will switch over to 4 and 5 night cruises whenever Independence comes into Canaveral. Basically, the same thing is going to happen with Navigator. She's going to spend all of 2021 in Miami, except whenever Liberty of the Seas arrives in Miami. She's going to move up to Port Everglades, up in Fort Lauderdale, and basically do the same cruise as she is, just from Port Everglades instead. Next, we have Adventure of the Seas. Adventure of the Seas will start 2021 and end 2021 in Galveston, Texas. She was set to receive a royal amplification after a summer in Northern Europe, but no word if that has been affected at all by the current situation, if that is going to be delayed or if that's still going to go through. Up next, we have Explorer of the Seas. She was supposed to be amplified right now as well as Allure. No word if she's going to receive that amplification next year in 2021, if it's been postponed to then. So if that happens, some of this could change. But as of right now, she's going to start out in Miami and then spend the summer over in Galveston, as long as nothing changes and she doesn't go into dry dock. Voyager of the Seas is up next. She'll make 6 to 14 night cruises from Sydney, Australia until April, where she'll make her way over to the US after spending several years over in Asia and Australia. Over here, she'll make 3 and 4 night cruises from Los Angeles, but these cruises are currently not showing on their website, so that is what it looks like she's going to be doing for 2021. Into the Radiance class, we have Serenade and Radiance will both be sailing from Australia and then head over to Alaska for the summer. Only difference between these two is that Serenade will spend her time in Australia sailing out of Sydney, and Radiance will be sailing from Brisbane. Brilliance of the Seas is up next. She will start out in Tampa as usual and spend the summer in Miami, and then make her way up to Boston for the fall season doing Canada, New England cruises, and then head back down to Tampa for the end of the year. Jewel of the Seas is up next. She's going to start out in Galveston, Texas, doing 6 to 9 night cruises, and then spend the summer over in Northern Europe, and then come back to Miami to finish out the year, making 5 to 10 night cruises from Miami. Now into the Vision class. Vision of the Seas will start out and end 2021 doing 10 and 11 night cruises from Port Everglades, but she will head over to the Mediterranean for the summer. Rhapsody of the Seas will start out in Tampa and make her way over to Europe for the summer, and then head back to Tampa as usual for the winters, which is pretty much what she normally does every year. Enchantment of the Seas will start out the year in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and then in April she will make her way over to Baltimore, where she will be replacing Grandeur of the Seas, and this will mark the end of Grandeur of the Seas' service with Royal Caribbean, as she will officially leave the fleet in April of 2021. And now into our final two, we have Majesty of the Seas will remain in New Orleans, making 6, 7, and 8 night cruises from New Orleans. And then finally, we have Empress of the Seas. She will start out the year in Miami and then head up to New Jersey doing Canada, New England cruises for the summer. And then she's going to finish out the year in San Juan. So that's all that we have. We've covered every single Royal Caribbean ship and what they're going to be doing next year. So let me know down below if you're going to be cruising with Royal Caribbean next year at all. And if you are, let me know down below what ship and what ship are you excited to see next year for Royal Caribbean. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like down below, and if you don't already, make sure you click that subscribe button for weekly cruise news. And as usual, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time for another video.